Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what they secretly want to tell you spread for all of my Taurus out there. So let's get after it. Alright. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell all of my Taurus out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my Taurus out there? One more shuffle. What do they secretly want to tell all of my Taurus out there? Alright, there you go. That feels great. Ooh, okay. Alright. Twists and turns. So, first of all, I want to tell you that they're ready to make that wise decision when it comes to financial security. Okay, so they pretty much want to let you know, hey, they're getting themselves together. All right, they're getting themselves together. They're becoming financially stable, creating a real sense of foundation when it comes to their finances. All right, and they're thinking about the future, which is why they're doing this, getting their finance together, looking at the big picture, thinking about the macro, not the micro. So thinking about what's going to happen 6 months, a year, 2 years from now. So they're really putting in the work to really, really grow up and mature and take a step forward, making those adult decisions, okay? So in other words, they're kind of maturing. They've thought a lot about this, okay? They got the Hermit card. This individual has thought deep and long about this situation. So did a lot of soul searching, a lot of self-reflection, if you will, all right? So there is a sense, I do get the sense here that there is this sense of growth with this individual. There's definitely the sense of growth with this individual. A sense of maturity, if you will. All right, trying to create that foundation. Now, with that being said, Nine of Wands. There's a little bit of apprehension here. There's a little bit of apprehension because I get the sense here that this person, did put it out there that they're going through the processes of getting themselves together, maturing, etc., etc. They are a little bit apprehensive and are waiting for their ships to come in. They're waiting to see what your response is going to be. Okay, they're waiting to see what kind of responses come over the horizon. All right. The reason that is because they brought a third-party situation into your relationship. Okay? Very short. And as a result of that, you love them. You left them. You left them out in the cold. All right? Even though that's the case, there's definitely somewhat a fork in the road, okay? This is something that's usually I'm like, this could be a distant ex. This is something that happened relatively recent. Okay? The closest that I would say, the furthest I would say this possibly could have happened, maybe 6 months ago at the latest. At the very latest. But this is something that's still fresh. Because there's definitely still a fork in the road here. And they're aware of it. So this individual had a decision to make. They can continue to go this way, which is the bad way, or go that way. They decided to go that way, to take that quantum leap forward. All right? And now it's all about the Knight of Pentacles. In their mind, they know it's going to be a slow, methodical grind. All right? To prove to you that they have truly changed, that they have truly matured and come around. There's just this hope there that it's not too little too late. All right? Again, Knights of Pentacles is all about very slow movement. Very deliberately slow. Okay? Because they're trying to be responsible. Knights of Pentacles trying to be very responsible behavior. So there's very slow, methodical grind. They know that this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. And they're totally willing to accept that. But that's what's going on with that situation. So with that being said, let's see, what are the potential blockages to this situation? What are the potential blockages to this particular situation? What are potential blockages to you guys being together? What are potential blockages to you guys being together? What are the potential blockages to you guys being together? What are the potential blockages? All makes very good sense. Ooh, very good sense. Total sense. First blockage. Not an equal give and take. Not an equal give and take. There's the thought that, you know what, there's not going to be an equal give and take with this relationship. Okay? Fair enough. Fair enough. In addition here, also we got the Four of Wands. You're looking for something solid, something long-term, a long-term committed relationship. Okay? Looking for some long-term, solid, committed relationship. And there's the thought that this is not it. All right? Also, there's that Knight of Swords energy. Okay? Knight of Swords energy, moving very fast, very swift. Kind of like a bull through a china shop is my description. Okay? Act first, think later. Why? Because you want to get it over with quickly. And you want to cut. Knight of Swords is all about cutting things out. Sometimes it can be rather harsh the way that it's done. So you're like I want to move to cut this thing out as quickly as I possibly can, cut it out quick to move on to the next situation. So that's where you are. Also, 10 of Wands here. The removal of a burden. Okay? This previous incarnation of that relationship, of this previous relationship, was constantly troublesome. There was I get the sense here there was problems before, and when you found out about the third party situation, it was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. So, it was a removal of a burden. It was a removal of a burden when you let go of this situation, when you walked away from it. It was a removal of a burden. It was getting this heavy weight off your back, off your shoulders. You felt a sense of it was cathartic for you. Very cathartic act. And you're like, I don't want to go, you really don't want to go back there. Why? It was very disruptive, toxic energy that kind of like happened suddenly. All right? And your first thoughts are, hey, you know what? We got the King of Swords here. Okay? It's all about making wise decisions, thinking on your feet. And you're thinking on your feet like, nope, I'm not going back there again. That third party situation, 3 of Swords, third party situation, just crippled you. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going back there. Why? Because you want to be happy. You want to be happy. All right? So those are the blockages. And they're plentiful, and they are pretty plentiful blockages here. So with that being said, let's see what additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down. What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? One more shuffle. What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Definitely see that. So, formation. You're forming something new. Something new is forming here. Something different. Something that has more substance behind it. Okay? And this formation is causing a shift. A shift in your perspective. Your perspective has changed, that you have self-value and you have self-worth, and you want someone that's going to enhance that self-worth that you feel for yourself. And so at this point, it's all about moving forward, not backwards. Okay? And finally here, there has been a reaction. Okay? So Spirit's saying, hey, the reaction that you're giving, perfectly understandable. For every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. And this has caused a chain reaction to happen within yourself. So, you're beginning to, this situation caused you to shift, caused a polar shift within you. And at this point, the toothpaste is already out the tube. So, there's no putting it back in. So it's going to just go where it's going to go at this point. So there you got it. There you have it. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading. May not resonate with everyone. If it does not resonate with you, that's okay. You want to know more about your specific situation, again, feel free to get a personal reading. Leave the link below. If this did resonate with you and you want to know more about this particular situation, again, the link will be below. If you haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe. My name is Adonis. I love you guys. I'll absolutely see you next time. Bye-bye.